At some point, you need to put your phone down and just go outside and live. Just put your phone down. You don't need to post it on TikTok. You don't need to post it on Insta. You don't even need to be scrolling. Just enjoy the moment. Go touch some grass. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let Me Just Say This. If you are new here, hello, welcome to the vibe, welcome to the tribe. Go ahead and subscribe because you are going to love it here. And if you are watching, hello, hey, from the living room once again. I know I have been very consistently inconsistent over the past month, but let me explain, baby, because we're going to get into it today of why I have been on the verge of a crash out. Baby, I don't know what it is. I don't know if Mercury is in Gatorade or if the moon and the stars ain't aligning. I don't know what it is. Maybe my chakras, I need to charge some crystals or go slap a bitch. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But lately, your girl has been spiraling a little bit, and not too crazy because life has been good. Do not let me sit up here and act ungrateful as if life hasn't been too good and God hasn't been too good to me. But mentally, I feel like I've been on the verge of a crash out, and it's like, I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe I'm in my luteal phase, baby. Maybe I'm PMSing, but the past 2 weeks have been really rough for me. And so it has played a role into why I've been a little bit inconsistent with the podcast, and also thoughts on direction, thoughts on continuing, thoughts on quitting. Thoughts on quitting. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. This close to quitting today, I actually cried about it. I actually cried about it because I love this so much. I love you guys so much, but I feel like purpose and being meaningful have been lost in translation for me. So I want to talk a little bit about that with you guys today and just get into avoiding the crash out, avoiding the burnout, and knowing when to sit your ass down if you're overwhelmed. So let's get right on into it. Listen, I just started bite aligner, so I have a little bit of a lisp and a slur. Don't say nothing to me about it, okay? We straighten these teeth out. I want to just clarify, there is nothing wrong with changing the things that you are insecure about, okay? I decided to straighten my teeth, not because people was in my comments talking about my teeth crip walking. That's not the reason why. It's just because all my life, I've had a little bit of an insecurity about my smile. So now, ting, we're fixing it. There's nothing wrong with changing the things and working on the things that you are insecure about. But just understand that if you are changing things seeking perfection, you're never going to meet it. It's never going to happen. Okay? You're not going to be perfect. You got to get over that. Some things you embrace, the things that you can change and have the ability to change, it's okay. Change that. But you have to be happy with who you are after the change, or else you'll be seeking to change yourself forever. You know, I feel like lately, social media has been draining me really bad. And as a person who makes content, as a person who has turned her hobby into something a little bit bigger than a hobby, social media has played a really big part in this, right? This interaction that I have with you guys, and I love it. I love it. I love the interaction. But I think I kind of got to a point where I was burnt out, and not just from doing the pod. Like I love doing this. And my thoughts of quitting haven't been about, I don't like to do this or it's not fun for me, but I do feel like I have grown a lot since I started. I'm 2 years older. My frontal lobe is fully developed now. Okay. I'm not the same girl I was. I don't care about the same things that I used to care about. The fact that this has been something so consistent in my life and really demanding in my life has had a bit of a toll on me. And coupling that with the impact of constantly being intertwined with social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, like constantly seeing it and having to be in it, it really is that damn phone. It really is that phone. Our grandmamas and our mamas was not lying. It's that phone that be holding us back. And baby, sometimes I want to take a full step back. Sometimes I want a social media break, but I realize, damn, I do social media shit and I don't want to leave you guys. I feel like that's my dilemma. It's that social media is draining as fuck, baby. It's been a lot. I'm not going to lie. It's definitely been a lot. And to be candid, it's like, I haven't always been proud of my impact with this podcast, specifically on Instagram. If you follow on Instagram, which you should, at LMJST_pod on Instagram and TikTok, I haven't been as proud of the impact of my content over there because of what it can spark. And I'm moving out of the niche of dating and relationships and all that other stuff because I feel like it's so tumultuous, and I feel like it would be easy to keep on this path and rage bait and play into the battle of the genders. And trust me, I hate niggas. I love my man, but I hate niggas. Y'all know this, but I don't care about it anymore. I don't care about it anymore. And navigating my way through that, navigating my way through the damn, what are they? The incel men who like to be in my comments has had a toll on me. And the thing about being a content creator, I think that people have a misconception that, ooh, you get to make content and TikToks and all you do is videos and you upload them and it's so much fun and it must be so easy. It's not. It takes a lot out of you. And it's even harder when you don't find purpose or meaning in what you do. It takes a lot out of you mentally. And it can be really tough on your mental health. And it also can be really tough on your mental health because there are constantly people picking at you. There are constantly people critiquing you. There are constantly people, making their own opinions on your opinions or on you or your life. You know how many times I've been like personally attacked? I get personally attacked on a daily basis on my Instagram, and I just have to be there and eat it and be strong. And, it comes with the territory. And there's a lot of good. There's a lot of love that I receive, a lot of support that I receive, which I'm beyond blessed and grateful for. But I can absolutely say that sometimes it gets overwhelming. It gets overwhelming. And I think that for me, I just want it to be a hobby again. I want it to be fun again. I want to just come on here and tell you guys how I'm feeling like I'm doing today. I don't want to talk about damn Diddy. I don't care about the 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care to do like social media commentary all the time. I think some here and there is fun. I love that. I enjoy that. But this isn't a channel where I see some like trending or viral topic and I make a video giving my 2 cents about it. I want to give my 2 cents on real life shit. I want to give my 2 cents on the fact that groceries are high as fuck right now. I'm spending too much money on fucking groceries. And I just want to like rant and vent and just get my feelings off because that's where this started. This started with me saying, hey, y'all, adulting is hard. Hey, y'all, dating is hard. Here are my experiences. This is what I've learned. Here's some advice for you. That's the baseline. That's like the root and the foundation of let me just say this. And I want to get back to that. I feel like somewhere along the road, I steered off. And now I don't necessarily like what it's become, but I still love it. And I'm still so proud of everything that I've done. I don't know. I'm deciding a way forward. And I really hope that some of you guys come along with me with that and grow with me with that. I've had a little bit of a fear of changing up my content. And this is another thing. Content creators tend to dabble in everything, right? To find the thing that sticks. And I found a niche that stuck, but I don't like the community. I don't like the environment and the community surrounding dating right now. And I don't like the negativity that it brings. And so I'm like, damn, I want to get back to what I was supposed to do. And I'm not trying to be an influencer. That's the other thing. Like everybody wants to be a fucking influencer. Do you know how difficult it is to keep up an image? It is hard. It is hard. And it takes a lot. And it takes a lot of sacrificing your time. And I don't think people understand how valuable time is when it comes to your daily life, when it comes to experiences. I work a regular job, I have regular life shit. I have problems just like everyone else. I have deadlines to meet. I'm in college. I have a lot going on too. Do you think I want to record every happy moment in my life? I don't want to record every time I go out and experience a moment of liberation or experience a moment of freedom. My little sister, and I call them my managers by proxy. My little sister and one of my good friends, Breland, they tell me everything is content. You got to record your get ready. You got to record all this other aesthetic shit. And you always do all these things. You should be recording them and sharing them. And I'm like, yo, I just want to live in the moment. I just want to live in the moment. I think that social media has taken us away from living in the moment and enjoying what is in front of us. Everything has to be recorded. Everything has to be shared. And I'm like, yo, if something is happening in front of me, I want to be in it. I just want to experience it. I don't want to have to record it and share it with the rest of the world. Some things I just want to keep to my damn self. Some things I just want to have and just be in, I'm learning that there are ways that I can share my life that still allow me to live the way that I want to and just really be in the moment, while also making the content that other people can enjoy and receive something from. I think one of my biggest things that I want you guys to get something from this. I want you to gain perspective. I want you to get a laugh. I want you to get like a wow, somebody else in this world gets it. It's not just me. That's what I want. I'm learning how to do that. And I'm learning how to balance that. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. As far as the direction of the podcast, I'm not quitting. I'm not. We're going to finish out this season. I'm going to take a little bit of a breaky break and I'm going to come back at it again. And I'm going to restructure and get back to the roots of Let Me Just Say This, because I want to give you something that you can share with one person and they share with another because they find it meaningful, not because it's just mindless entertainment, but something that is actually worth your time and worth mine. Now, on to crashing out. Ha! Baby, when I tell you, I do not know what was in the air, okay, or what was in my personal drinking water, but Auntie was ready to crash at several times. Like when I say somebody could have looked at me the wrong way and I was ready to go. Like I was like, yo, do you want some of this? You think you can take me? Like, that's how I have been feeling. And yes, I have been in my luteal phase. So maybe that's a thing. And for the people who don't know, the luteal phase is a phase in the menstrual cycle just before the period, but right after like ovulation. So it's like the time where basically, if she's in her luteal phase, just leave her ass alone. She does not understand anything and she is highly irritable. You are likely to get slapped if you play with her. Leave her alone, okay? Don't play with her while she's in her luteal phase. Because, girl, I done had my moments where I was like, okay, I'm finna choke this motherfucker. Ooh, I'm finna choke this motherfucker out. Like, for real. And I think a part of why I felt like I was going to crash out was because I've been feeling really overwhelmed. And it's taken a lot for me to recognize that I'm overwhelmed. It's taken a lot for me to recognize like, okay, I'm tired. Okay, I don't feel like I'm taking the best care of myself. Even though I'm out living, like I'm living and I'm functioning, I'm not actually taking care of myself. Like, think about that. Do you just go through your days just going in on go mode, or are you actually taking care of yourself? Because I think at some point it just bubbles up to the surface, and that's when we feel this massive amount of frustration. We feel this massive amount of just angst and anxiety and irritability, and we can't put our finger on it. It'd be like, damn, what is wrong with me? Why am I mad? And for a minute there, I was worried. I was like, damn, am I going back into another little depression episode? Then I'm like, it's still sunny outside. I have plenty of potassium and vitamin D in my system. I don't think I'm going depressed again. I think I'm overwhelmed. I think I'm tired. I think I have OD'd on social media. Like overconsumption of social media is a real thing, and it actually causes physical like health issues. Like literally. I found myself doom scrolling a lot. And I'm just thinking, oh, it's regular, be on my phone. It's weird that it's so normal to just be on your phone 24/7 doom scrolling. Just doom scrolling, just scrolling and consuming things at a mile a fucking minute. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy. At some point, you need to put your phone down and just go outside and live. Just put your phone down. You don't need to post it on TikTok. You don't need to post it on Insta. You don't even need to be scrolling. Just enjoy the moment. Go touch some grass. Go touch some grass. What a world we would have if more people took a little bit of a break from social media, or took a little bit of a break from consuming all this content, especially all that negative ass, divisive ass shit that flourishes on social media. What a world we would have. I feel like we would have a world full of more creativity and more self-awareness and overall better mental health. Better mental health. But I just found that even though I'm functioning and I'm having a good time and everything's going okay and it's going well, I'm actually not actively taking the best care of myself. And because of this, my mood has changed. Because of this, I'm more irritable. I don't feel as happy. And sometimes we think that the environment is happening to us, but what we're doing in it impacts how we are, basically, how we feel. And I just found that I wasn't doing everything I needed to do. I haven't been going to the gym as consistently. Like, I haven't been doing other things in my life that I really like cooking. I haven't been cooking because my sister cooks for me. Shout out to my baby sis, but I've been on autopilot, and I think it's coming to head, and that's why I felt like I was going to crash out. That's why I felt like, my energy is not good. I haven't been managing my energy right. I haven't been managing my spirit and my mind right. I think that there's a lot for us to be concerned with these days, right? We have an election coming up. The economy is trash. People are trying to follow their dreams and aspirations. People are worried about how they're going to pay their bills or if they're going to get laid off. I feel like there's so much that we have to worry about from day in and day out. And we see it constantly. There's no running from it. It's all over social media. It's everywhere we look. We get on. People are arguing or fighting. And trust me, I love baddies. I love a baddie shot o'clock. I love to see some chaos in a reality TV show, but I don't want to constantly see it on my feed. I don't want to feed into the celebrity drama and the assumptions about people. Oh my God, it's draining. It's draining us. It's draining us. Sometimes I feel like I don't have anything to say, but I feel like for the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to find the words to articulate how I've been feeling inside, how, me being a micro influencer, quote unquote, has impacted my mental health, and how, because I have changed so much, because I have grown so much, I have at times felt like I've outgrown the pod, or I've outgrown certain things, and, not knowing what my purpose is anymore, and feeling like, okay, what do I do next? What's next for me? Or how do I elevate? And constantly having my mind move. My mind is running a mile a minute all the time. If you're like one of those people where you can't stop thinking, you're always thinking about something, one of the ways that I found that I'm avoidant of those things on my mind is I start scrolling on social media. I start doom scrolling on YouTube, and I just do something to distract myself. But it's a temporary fix, and also, like I said, an inherently dangerous thing. It's dangerous, and it's not good for you. And I'm like, I need to get back to me, and I need to get back rooted, and I need to Focus in on what makes me happy. Stop focusing so much on the numbers. Stop focusing so much on who's watching and what they want to see. Post the content that you want to post. Post the content that makes you happy. Don't worry. The audience is there. The people who support you, they're going to be there. The people who want to see you do great, they're going to be there. And there's always an audience for something. There's an audience for the people that care about the things that you care about. If you forget that and you go chasing numbers and you go chasing what's viral, I feel like you just end up putting out a bunch of bullshit. It's worthless. It's not meaningful. It's not impactful. That's where I was. I'm like, yo, this isn't meaningful. This isn't impactful. It's not what I want. I'm changing gears. It's time for me to start doing things that I find meaning in, that I find purpose in. And like I said, I really hope that you guys are along with me. Now, y'all know this year I've been working on my relationship with God, on my spiritual journey. And don't worry, I'm not about to be on here preaching, but I do have a little bit of word to share with you guys. So I went to a women's retreat this past weekend, or a conference this past weekend at my church. And one of the things that really stood out to me that was said was that, you know, God is not going to do everything for you. You have to look at what you have and bring him what you have and watch him work a miracle. Sometimes all you really have are the 5 loaves of bread and 2 pieces of fish. Like sometimes that's all you got. And you may think it's not enough. And that thought of it's not enough is what's stopping you, but you don't understand that God just wants you to look at what you have. Get together everything that you have for yourself so you can see what you could do. Now give it to me and watch what I could do with it. Watch what I could do. Watch how I can multiply that. And I'm trying to change my mindset more to that. Instead of thinking about what you're lacking, instead of thinking about what's missing, what's not enough, think about what you got. What do I have in front of me? What can I work with? Now, how can I give that to God so God can multiply it for me? I think I'm at the point where I'm just like, okay, let me look at everything that is laid out before me. Let me gather everything that I can and see what I can do for myself. The rest, I'm gonna hand over to God. Like the rest, I'm gonna give to God to multiply for me. The rest, I'm gonna pray that I meet people who can help me elevate. I'm gonna pray that I meet people who help keep me in a mindset where I want to do this, where I'm motivated and I'm loved and I'm happy and I'm creative. Those are things that come after I've done the foundational work, after I've gathered all of my supplies and all my tools and all my resources and be like, okay, now I can hand this over. Now I can multiply this. And I'm focusing in on that. I'm focusing in on that in a practical way and in a spiritual way. So I just want to share that with you guys. This last little piece I want to share with you guys is just a reminder to not compare your success to anybody else's. Your journey is your own. It does not matter what anybody else is doing. Your time will come when it is your time, okay? Focus in on yourself. You can't grow when you're looking at what everybody else is doing. Just to let you know, just a reminder. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode and got something out of it. I hope it was meaningful and impactful for you. And I just want to let you know that every day that I get on here and I talk to you guys and I get this off, that you are healing me, and I hope that I'm healing somebody out there as well. So until next time, which will be next week, I pinky promise we are going to be consistent for the rest of the season. And I can't wait to see where it goes in the future. And I can't wait to bring you guys with me. So let me know if you're tagging along. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.